Hello and welcome to the virtual college fair for the Montana State Post-Secondary Options Council. We're so excited you're here today. We just wanted to give you a few reminders before we get started. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. However, you are able to use the Q&A button to ask questions at any time. Know that with the questions, you can direct them to a specific presenter or panelist by including their name or their organization with the question. You can also leave a question for all of our panelists to answer about their particular opportunities by leaving a general question. We've had many sessions for Montana students. We hope you've been enjoying the presentations all along the way. Just remember, they've been recorded though. So if you want to watch one again, share it with family and friends, or you want to catch up on other possible programs that were a part of this Montana Post-Secondary Educational Opportunities Council event, you can check out those videos. It's at the same website where you registered, strivescan.com/Montana virtual. All right, well, I'm excited to turn it over to our very first school. Today, our first program, you're going to be learning all about Verto Education. Zach, come on, you're welcome back.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the session. So today I want to give you some knowledge about Verto Education and what we do here, what we provide for students. So we provide a study abroad program for your freshman year of college. So you can go for 1 semester or 2 studying abroad in one of our 5 locations for 1 or 2 semesters, like I mentioned, and then coming back to the States into the college of your choice after you're done studying abroad. You're going to be gaining fully transferable college credit. So it's essentially like a gap year without the gap. Yeah, and there's great locations to choose from. We have 5 right now. And if you're a junior or a sophomore in the coming years, we're adding 3 more locations as well. But I'll talk about the 5 ones that are up and running right now. So give me just a second. Let me share my screen and get into some slides of the presentation and kind of explain to you how it all works with Verto. So let's play the slideshow. Here we are. So with Verto, we really believe in students connecting to the world, sharpening their mind and discovering themselves. Really important. We feel like students getting the experience to go into the world, getting that personal connection to that place and the people there versus just being a tourist while still gaining college credits and starting your college experience. So it's really great. We offer semesters in London right now, Florence, Italy, Sevilla, Spain, Turrialba, Costa Rica, and Hawaii on the Big Island. So those are the 5 locations. And I'm going to kind of go through these slides as quick as possible. So again, sharpening your mind. A lot of experiential learning is what we focus on with Verto. So you'll see here, there's a photo of a student that is snorkeling in Hawaii. That's going to coincide with their coursework. Down the bottom left, students in a farm. That's going to go with their environmental science class. So just different experiences that'll coincide with your coursework. Main thing that I really tell students what we want them to do with the study abroad program is really finding their why. You know, what do I want to do with my life? Where do I see myself going? It gives you that time also to learn the life skills as a 17, 18-year-old studying abroad. So real quick, we'll just cover the main things here. So in Spain, in every location, there's going to be different course selection, which all this information is available on our website. On vertoeducation.org. Anyhow, you're going to be taking 12 to 16 credits per semester. As you see here, with European locations like Spain, Italy, and England, you have to be 18 by a certain date. However, with Hawaii and Costa Rica, you just have to be 17. Each location will have a different cost associated with it as well. So let's just go through. Here's some excursions in Spain. There's a residence housing option, and Spain is the only location that we offer a homestay right now. So if you really wanted to fully immerse yourself in the culture and live with a family, that is also possible for your semester. Here's Florence, Italy. Again, different course selection, beautiful city, and a lot of cool excursions here in Italy as well. Here's the housing where students stay in our Florence location. This is my favorite part of this location, is really where students are going to be learning. So this is our campus there. You're going to be in a palazzo, which is one of them. It's a 15th century townhouse, and you'll see here some ceilings, just beautiful architecture there. So you'll be learning in these rooms. And here's another palazzo where students also learn. And there's a balcony that overlooks the Arno River right in downtown Florence, which is really cool. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous place to learn. All of our faculty in every location is going to have different backgrounds, different concentrations, and they all have been doing study abroad for a while. So it's really great to have them on board with us as well. London, if you're looking, if students are considering a business degree, I think this is a good location. It's a very city-oriented campus. We offer business courses. They're all Gen Ed freshman level courses. So whatever courses you take with us would go towards your major, just as electives, essentially, some of those. And then here's some excursions in London, 2-night stay in Scotland, museum study tours. This is a great location. Like I said, very city oriented. Students do get a underground zones 1 and 2 pass on the tube on the subway system. The flats in London are very chic, very modern, really cool location. And this is our campus in London as well, where students learn. That's our location. There's international students also there, not just Verto students, which is really cool. So you can mingle with other people from other countries. Faculty there. Hawaii, this is a great location if you're not 18 by a certain date to go to any of the European locations. Also, if any families have reservations about sending their kids abroad for the program, this is a great location as well because it's in Hawaii, so it's technically not in another country. This location also includes breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as well as Costa Rica, where the other 3 do not. So Hawaii, awesome excursions. State park, you're going to be going to some caves, exploring the Mauna Kea summit, snorkeling with manta rays like you see students doing here. Really cool excursions here. You're going to be based on the eastern part of the Big Island. And that's just the map of our campus there at the Kalani Honua. And this is what it looks like there. Super beautiful campus, and different types of living arrangements as well. Oh, let me go back. Yeah, so you have double quad 6 rooms, hostel hills, cottages, really cool location. You'll see here in this room with the yoga mats, there's sometimes classes that are taking place in large common spaces like this, just informal. So you'd be sitting around with other students and, you'd be going through a class there. So it's really cool. And then at the bottom here, you'll see just a cool place where there's outdoor spaces across campus where you can just sit down with your computer and study, which is really cool as well. Again, great faculty, been doing it for a long time, study abroad, and they all have different backgrounds. Just some more pictures. On the left, you'll see the campus. On the right, you'll see the black sand beaches up there, and then the Mauna Kea summit in the bottom right. Moving into our final location is Costa Rica. This is our most popular location. We started over 300 students back in September for this location. So it's really cool location. I got to spend 10 days on this campus and do what students do in August. It was amazing to really experience this. It's in the rainforest, very lush, very biodiverse campus you're going to be staying on. So yeah, if students are looking for like bio or environmental, this is a great location. Again, meals are included, and Costa Rica is very good for age. You just have to be 17 by date of departure as well. Here you're going to see some students working.
We are hitting your 6-minute mark, your time. I know it just flies by and there's so much amazingness to share. So I want to make sure that we get that contact slide. People can grab a photo of that. And also reminder to our attendees, those watching, keep an eye on the chat so you can grab contact info or links that may be shared by our different presenters today. Thanks, Zach, for presenting on the awesome options available through Verto Education for Montana students who think about studying abroad and seeing what else is out there in the world.
Yeah. If anybody's interested, scan that QR code. Yeah, and you can request some more information.
Great. Thank you so much. All right. I am now going to hand it over to Amy Leary. She is going to be helping to us all learn about some amazing resources in Montana for students. And she is with us from the Montana Post-Secondary Educational Opportunities Council and a key fair organizer of this amazing event. Amy?
Thanks so much, Jennifer. We really appreciate you and StriveScan and all your team efforts to help make today happen. And great job. It took me, I think, at least 5 months to get Montana Post-Secondary Educational Opportunities Council out in one sentence. So good job. So for all of you who are on today, thank you for being here. Students, parents, counselors, we appreciate you taking the time to get to know about these options after high school and steps to take. And this session is a unique session in that we have a variety of different resources and options for students to look at that are not just college options, which is a great recommendation to take from this session and in general, is check out all your options. No matter what your mind might think you want, what you actually end up in might actually turn out to be very different. So check out all options. And that's exactly what today's session is all about, is to look at a lot of different options and to find the resources to figure out how to find out what you want to do. So with that, I am going to pass it over to Mary Ellen and Gabe from the Department of Labor and Industry and the Montana Career Lab. And they are going to show us some of the great resources they have at the Career Lab on how you can figure out what you're interested in, what career you're interested in, and lots of resources and tools to use. So with that, Gabe and Mary Ellen, are you there?
Absolutely, we are here. And I just got to share my screen very quickly.
Gabe, I'll pass it to you.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you very much, Amy. All right, folks. Now, depending on what school you're at and how much you might be paying attention, you might be familiar with the Montana Career Information System. And depending on your school, you might have done all kinds of different things with it. And depending on where you are in the exploration process, you might have absolutely no idea of what you want to do and what you feel like doing and anything you might be about. And you might have, oh, you got the whole thing planned out. You know exactly where you want to go and exactly what you want to do and exactly what you're going to do with the next 60, 70 years of your life and everywhere in between. And all that's okay, because we got something for everybody. For those of you who might not have everything so well hashed out, we have a variety of assessments for you that are so fun to take, right? You can come to your career cluster inventory and you can see like, well, what am I well suited for? You can rate some activities, Likert scale, go fishing. Do you like to go fishing? Do you not like to go fishing? Make a choice. If you like it, build a pass down in the parks. You could dislike doing that because you'd rather be fishing. Acting on school play? No, I'd rather be fishing. You can just do that 100 million times and get your results. It'll probably make you a fisherman. Now, let's just say that you've got something on your mind already. Let's say that one student actually told me that one of the last ones I was talking to, welding, very popular. So we can actually come to occupations within the MCIS, scroll down to welding. We got welders and solderers and machine operators, and we can just open it up and look what some career information might be for such a field. You can come to some basic information, just right off the bat here at the at a glance section, see what some basic wages are and things like that. Now that's very basic. If you really want to drill down and see what it might be like in the industry, we use real-time labor market data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, as well as the Department of Labor and Information to make all that happen for you. You can come over right over here to this left-hand box, click on wages, right? And you can see across Montana what you might be earning if you were a welder of some variety. Now, let's say you're one of those students who wants to leave Montana. There's plenty of those out there. That's just fine. You can select some different states. A little pop-up came up. You can't see it, but I'm going to select a couple of states first. I'm going to select Washington. I'm going to select Texas, and I'm going to select the great state of, let's say, Connecticut. Everybody loves Connecticut, don't they? We can actually display the data for these states, and you can see what you might be earning in a place like Connecticut versus a place like Montana across the board. Not a huge difference. Maybe you want to stay, maybe you want to go. That could be up to you, right? Now, let's just say you like to look at that. How do you study to become a welder? Where do you go? What do you do? You can come over here, that helpful left-hand bar. You're going to be spending a lot of time over here. Click on that programs to study, and it'll let you know. You can take metallurgic technology, welding technology at a variety of schools, or you can join one of the state's very many apprenticeship programs. We always recommend apprenticeship programs for those students who want to get to doing and maybe don't feel like college is for them. But for those who want to go to college and do all those fun college things they've seen them do in the movies, they can pick a program of study. They can come down here to Montana schools, and you will get the list of Montana schools that offer that degree for that program. You can see in Montana, it's actually fairly limited for metallurgical technology, which is one driving factor to get those students out of the state from time to time. If you're one of those students, you can come over here to U.S. colleges and universities, pick a state off the list. And this seems to be kind of a short list that seemed to offer a metallurgical technology degree, but it looks like Texas was on there. Pick on Texas, and there's your school. There is every school within the United States is in our college system, right? If we come down to U.S. colleges and universities underneath the education tab, we can come to the state's index. Every single accredited university and college within the United States is in here. If you want to come to the titles index, you would spend all day going A through Z through all the schools in the United States. You don't have that kind of time. So you can just break them down by the states you want to go to. You can get there by the kind of education you might want or by the kind of job you might want. And before I go, and before they kick you off, I'm going to show you one more fancy thing real quick. We have a complete list of scholarships and financial aid available to students in the state of Montana. No Google, no Scholarly, none of that kind of stuff. You can just come in here, search for keywords you might like. If there's a certain keyword you're interested in for forestry or welding or nursing or biology, whatever it might be, you can throw it in there. And I'll just make a note. You can come through here and you can actually see which schools and which groups offer what kind of financial aid and in what amounts. And one thing I'll note for those of you out there trying to save money, Dawson Community College, if we come all the way down to D, which is actually, oh, we got to scroll back up and go to D, don't we? Dawson Community College out there in the East, lots of financial aid at Dawson, right? You might not expect that. For you up in the Northwest, Flathead Valley, FECC, lots of financial aid available. So there's financial aid available that you might not know about, especially at some of the smaller schools you may not know about. You can come in here and search them out. And it's a lot easier than trying to do this through third-party websites, through university websites, through Google and through Scholarly and all this other kind of stuff, right? We're here to save you time. We're here to save you money. And we're here to take some of that weight off your shoulders when it comes to trying to find what kind of school you want to go to and what kind of job maybe you want to get afterwards, right? So your Montana Career Information System is available at your school. You can get it from your Montana's Career Information System administrator at your school. Generally speaking, that is some sort of counselor, but it can also be a shop teacher or that variety. And I'm seeing videos pop up, so I'm assuming Amy's coming to kick me out. Thank you very much for listening, everyone. Amy, we're sending it back to you.
Not at all, Gabe. Really appreciate you sharing, and definitely we might come right back around and have some questions for you in a minute, but wonderful resources on the Career Lab and MCIS. So thanks for sharing that. A really quick question that has come up many times, Gabe, is ordering information as far as packets or guides from your website. Do you want to just mention that really quick?
I sure do. You can go to the Montana Career Lab page. That is lmi.mt.gov/career. And you can actually order them from the Montana Resources section there. Amy, if you're giving me an extra 5 seconds, I can actually.
Sure. Yeah, if you want to show them
like
that, because I know that's a great resource to have sometimes something printed in hand.
Absolutely. That's lmi.mt.gov/career. The MCIS resources page. Or if you're specifically a parent, educator, or student of some kind, we have specific things for you as well. But you can come down to the MCIS resources page and you can do a site order form to renew any kind of MCIS tools you might need or access you might need, or you can come down, not parents, to educators. Wait for the Wi-Fi to work. Order publications. We do have an order form with the Wi-Fi loads, and you can fill out this form, select the publication you might desire, and we will get those shipped right out to you. We also have a variety of these ready to print for you if you'd like to print them out yourself. They are big and bulky. We understand if you would not want to do that, but they'll be available in the same resources area from grade school all the way up to high school. That's lmi.mt.gov/career.
Awesome. Thanks, Gabe. Thanks for showing
Yes,
that. I know we get a lot of questions about that. And sometimes it is nice to not just have a web page, but something in hand. So thank you. All right. That brings us to another great resource in the state I want to share with you and allow you a chance to meet Reach Higher Montana and Montana Youth Apprenticeship Partnership. We have Beth with us today, and such amazing programs and services for our students across the state. You have to hear more. So Beth, I pass it over to you. Thanks for all the good work you do. Thanks for being here.
Excellent. Thank you so much. As Amy said, I'm Beth Brunk. I'm the Eastern Montana Outreach Advisor from Reach Higher Montana. If you're not familiar with Reach Higher Montana, we help Montana students make plans for life after high school, including college, apprenticeships, workforce, many options in between. Not everybody is cut out to go to college, nor do they want to. I'm going to share my screen because the first thing I want you to do if you're watching this is go out to our Facebook page or Instagram page, like and follow us. We are a great resource for all things beyond high school, basically. We also use the MCIS system. We assist counselors with teaching that to their students. All of us advisors across the state serve a certain number of schools, and we're happy to note that as of August of this year, the entire state is serviced by an advisor, which previously that was not the case. So that's pretty exciting too. Another great resource, and I'll share my screen again, is our website, which is reachhighermontana.org. It's very, very user-friendly, very interactive. You can go up here to our Contact Us page and hit advisors, and that tells you all of the advisors and what region that we're in. So just a couple things for you to note. We've been all busy this fall, especially now that we're back into schools. Previously, we were all kind of held off because of COVID, so we're all excited. We have been helping with FAFSA questions. FAFSA was opened up on October 1st. Remember, the priority deadline is for Montana students is December 1st. And also, first part of October, we had free college application weeks. We've been out helping schools and students apply for that. Had a lot of success with that. Again, with, like Gabe said, with MCIS, they have scholarship information. We also have a complete list of scholarships, including the MCIS scholarships on our website. So make sure that you are checking that out. We release scholarships weekly on Thursdays, and November is National Scholarship Month. So that's a big month for us at Reach Higher Montana. We kick off on November 1st. It's the funnest, easiest scholarship program you can possibly apply for, and it's called Stick with Scholarships. In the spring, we run a contest with students where they are able to design a sticker and then they can win a scholarship. And then in the fall, with the Stick with Scholarship program, all students have to do, and this is open for 9th through 12th grade, which is pretty cool because not a lot of freshmen, sophomores, juniors get to apply for scholarships. All they have to do is take one of the winning stickers from our spring contest and post a picture, take a picture of the sticker on a water bottle, laptop, notebook, what have you, and then like and share, like and follow our pages, Facebook and Instagram, share the picture on our wall and tag us, on your wall and tag us, and then they're entered into a drawing. And we are this year giving away 6 $500 scholarships at the end of November. So that's pretty easy way to get some free money for school. All counselors in the state of Montana have been mailed the stickers and information sheets this Monday, so Monday the 25th. So I know that some of my counselors on the eastern part of the state have already been receiving them, so they should have them. Also, all the advisors have lots of stickers and more information. So make sure you get hold of us, because that's a great, easy way for your students to apply without applying. They just enter, and what a great way to get excited for school. Another new thing that we're doing is Helena piloted, or in Helena, Reach Higher Montana is now part of our Montana Summer Jobs Program, which piloted in Helena in 2019. We are starting that for the summer next year. This is a great way. I know that businesses all over the state are really, really hard up for employees. This is a great way to tap that younger workforce market. All it is they hire a student for the summer. It's like a paid internship. That student also has the benefit of an outside mentor that's not their supervisor, plus some soft skills training that they do online. So they get a little bit more than just having a job. They get paid, but they get this additional help, if you will. We will be starting that in the summer of 2022, but we are currently looking for businesses that are willing to participate in this program. So if you're interested and are a business, go ahead and get hold of one of us as an advisor. Again, I will share that page, reachhighermontana.org. If you are a student or parent that's interested for your student and think this might be a good fit for you, go ahead and get a hold of your school counselor, and the counselor will get a hold of the appropriate advisor for you if you have more questions. It's a pretty cool program, and it's open to all different kinds of jobs, not just those that might be a career. It can just be any kind of job, but they really get some valuable experience as a first-time job, or maybe it's a second job, whatever. And we really believe that it's going to help the workforce as well, because these kids are really motivated. Okay, so on the Montana Youth Apprenticeship side, it's growing like crazy, gaining momentum. This program is a 3-year program combining on-the-job training with education. Students start this program in high school as a junior or senior and are fully employed and trained after 3 years. We do have several programs across the state that are several businesses that are participating in all different areas. So again, if you are a business interested in this program, you can contact one of the advisors. Any of us can help to facilitate that or answer questions or whatever. And if you're a student or a counselor, parent that has students that you think might be interested in this program, it's a great way to get some training and on the job training, earn money and get your school paid for. Really awesome program. All right, so with that, I have shared my information, my contact information with you in the chat if you want to get a hold of me. And again, please utilize our website. Please utilize our sites on social media. We're really active and we're really up to date with our information. So thank you for your time, and we look forward to serving your schools and students.
Great, thanks so much, Beth. Thanks for taking time to be here and for all the good work you and your organization do for our state. Students who are watching today, I would just let you know that they have an amazing team across the state, willing and always able to help students, and such great team members helping students across Montana. So don't hesitate to reach out, check out their website. Great resources all around. No matter what option you're looking for, they're a great website to go to and great resources. So thanks, Beth, for all you do.
You bet. Thank you, Amy.
Yeah. All right. So we also had in this block of time, we were supposed to have a representative from the Air Force and also from the Department of Transportation, but unfortunately they were not able to show up today to represent their individual programs and services for students. But I do want to share my screen and show you a little bit about their websites briefly, so you can have a chance to at least know where to go get information about the Air Force, and of course any military branch. If you're wanting to connect with the military branches, they do attend our college fairs. It's a great place to come and see them in person. I know they also attend your individual high school visit days as well. So check them out. For today, we definitely had the U.S. Air Force supposed to be with us, so I apologize that they're not with us today, but check out their website. If you go to airforce.com, you can check out a lot of different options of how to apply and connect with them. Also, the Department of Labor, the Montana Department of Labor and Industry here is, or excuse me, not Department of Labor and Industry, Department of Transportation, excuse me. We had Department of Labor and Industry earlier. Here's their website. You can definitely go on here. I know today they were going to talk a little bit about their careers. So you want to check that tab on their website and talking about the future of what careers they have to offer across Montana, how to get involved, and how they can help you as a student work for the Department of Labor. So check that out. I wanted to make sure we at least get those introduced today. With that, I would like to show you a few more overall resources as students looking to just start researching your options. And so I'm going to share with you some overall resources to use, no matter if you're looking at college, you're looking at apprenticeship, if you're looking at another training program, or if you want to do with Zach a study abroad for Vertigo, or if you want to go Verto, excuse me, or if you want to try something else, a gap year, whatever it may be. This is also a place to gather some great resources to help you along the way. So If you go to montanacolleges.com, there are several different areas that could help you in your research process. First off, if you're just trying to get a feel of what we have in Montana, which I would recommend for all students, that it never hurts to look what's in your backyard first, and just start the research and make sure you know what's here before you look otherwise. Now, maybe you are a student who really wants to go to California or Alaska or Japan. That's great too. But you can definitely check out all 25 colleges in Montana at montanacolleges.com/info. You have profiles, as you can see on the right of the screen, profiles of each of the institutions with more information of videos, photos, admissions information, financial aid, all in one spot. Then I would recommend from there, if you're really excited about it, a college or an opportunity, then go to their website and start looking deeper. But this is a great place to start to just get a feel for what's in Montana for colleges, but also many other options are also posted on the site. You can scan this QR code to quickly get there if you like. There are some other resources on this webpage that I want to point out as well. So again, at montanacolleges.com, you're going to see an overall, obviously, of all our Montana colleges. And here's a quick little map to show you that we are so lucky to have 25 Montana colleges, and then a ton of other training programs as well in our state. But I do want to point this out as well. So when you go to montanacolleges.com, if you go to montanacolleges.com/guidebook, every year we produce this insider guide to higher education. And your counselors have a copy of this in their office or will be getting one soon. And you as a student, parent, or counselor can access this 24/7 for free at the website. And you're welcome to print the whole book or just print pages you like. It's a detailed overview of all 25 colleges in Montana. It'll outline their academic programs, campus highlights, what makes them special, important deadlines and dates to know about for the year ahead. But this book also includes checklists, how to even start this process. If you need some checklists and tips and resources to use just to start gathering what you're excited about, it might be that you need to do a career interest survey or do a personality test assessment to find out where your interests are. There's definitely a section of this book that's all about just trying to help you figure out what you want to do. So check out this guidebook to higher education. I also want to plug that on this website, we host a lot of the resources you saw today, links to their websites, along with many others. So you can definitely, as a quick one-stop shop for all Montana colleges, go here and get information from the most current COVID-19 updates for each of the 25 campuses, virtual campus tours, admissions information, financial aid, scholarship information for all 25 colleges in Montana, but also many out-of-state colleges we host profiles for as well. We also have under this section, if you scan this QR code, it will take you to this helpful resources page. We also host all of these agencies as more and links to their great resources. So for example, the Department of Labor and Industry and Career Lab, we also on our website link you to all of this. Same with Reach Higher Montana and Montana Youth Apprenticeship Partnership. It's a quick one-stop shop to just get you to all of these great resources. Some other resources that we don't have in our session today, but are great partners, supporters of this event. In a nutshell, we couldn't offer this event or our college fairs or any other resources that we offer without the team partnership of all of these folks who are pictured here. So I want you to know that Gear Up, the Montana University System, the Office of Public Instruction, American Indian College Fund, Reach Higher Montana, Montana Youth Apprenticeship Partnership, Department of Labor and Industry, MAFSA and the MSCA all offer great resources for counselors and students and parents. And this is all linked on this website as well. So again, they are not our resources. We just promote them to try and help students get what they need in this exciting journey of choosing what you want to do after high school. So with that, I know we have an opportunity for you to ask questions. Feel free to post those questions. We've got some great resources with us today. I'm going to pass it back to Jen to maybe host some general questions we have that with our expertise in the room, we could address some common questions.
Yeah, I would love to invite our representatives who've presented to come back on camera so that we can do a couple live Q&A questions and continue to provide some great information to Montana students and their families, and to any of the high school guidance staff that are along with us today as well, or watching the recording later. We're gonna start, when I share the question, I'm gonna have Zach from Verto start us off, and then if all of our different Montana representatives want to then answer as well. It's kind of easiest if we go in the same order that you presented, so that way we have a nice order. But when the person ahead of you finishes, just turn on your microphone and answer away, and we'll start from there. All right, so the first thing I'd love to hear from each of you is advice you would give to someone going through the college search process or exploring all of these different post-secondary options that are out there for students. I mean, there's just so many choices of what to do after high school. So what advice do you have for navigating that process and exploring more to find that right next fit, best opportunity? So Zach, we'll start with you.
Yeah, it's very challenging right now. There's so many options out there. The thing I would say is really weigh all of your options and find out what you really want to do with your life. You know, college isn't always the right path. This is a great panel we're on today for that. Verto is essentially like getting college credit and going to college. However, I've spoke with a lot of students that this wasn't the path for them. And it's great when students kind of figure out what they really want to do, even if it's not college in the traditional path of doing that and getting a degree. So really just weigh your options, talk with the people closest to you, and kind of get some input and feedback from other people. But ultimately, you know, you're going to make this decision of what you want to do. So I think it's really important to kind of weigh every option that you are considering.
Great, I'll go next, and then I'll have Department of Labor, and then Beth from Retire in Montana Youth Apprenticeship will all jump in. I would say on behalf of MPSEOC and all of the Montana colleges that we work with, and then all the high schools across the state, is students know that whatever path you choose, we are here to help you. And between your counselors, your staff and faculty at your own high school, parents, mentors who you have around you, we are also another resource. And every single college in Montana, whether you go there or not, their admissions team would help you. And so know that there are people out here ready and willing and excited to help you. This is an exciting time in life, and we're really happy and excited to get you on the right path, and not one path is right for every student. So don't be afraid to choose the path that's a little less traveled. We're excited to help you get there. If it's your dream, we'll help you. Gabe or Mary Ellen, do you guys have any thoughts on this?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Gabe here at the Montana Career Lab. Let's say we've touched on consider your options, and we've touched on make sure you've really thoroughly looked at everything. I guess what I would add to that is to make sure you actually take your time to consider those options. You know, there's a lot of rush and hurry foisted off on the young people to make a choice and make a decision, all this other kind of stuff. Folks, over the next 10 years of your life, you have no idea what life's going to throw at you. And there's going to be some serious curveballs in there. Take your time. Don't make any rash decisions too early on. That would be my advice.
All right. So,
Oops. Can I just say something?
Sorry, Mary Ellen,
Sure.
I didn't realize you're
I
still on.
no, I'm not. I don't have a very good voice. I have a little bit of a cold here. I would just like to say, learn about your community, learn about the world of work, volunteering. Be observant, pay attention to what's happening in the workforce. You know, we say because of COVID, things are changing. It's been changing even before COVID. And, you know, the world of work is changing. And be observant and learn from others and volunteer and, you know, learn from your parents' friends, and your all the people around you. So be observant.
Okay, what I would say is if you are deciding to go to college, college is such an exciting time, and don't get too hung up on the finances. And that's so controversial for me to say that, I know that, But there are so many resources out there that if you really, really want to go to a school that you think you can't afford to go to, one, I can tell you, we at Reach Higher Montana will do everything in our power to help you achieve your goals. And you really can do it. It might not be easy. You're going to have to work to get that, but it is possible. And also, Amy mentioned it earlier, don't be afraid to look in your own backyard. If you're not sure where you want to go to school, community college is an awesome, awesome place to start. And the 3 community colleges in Montana, MCC, DCC, and FBCC, all excellent schools, excellent choices, very affordable. And all of them have online options too. That's the cool thing about being in college today, is the technology has come so far. And also, don't be afraid to ask questions of the schools that you are traveling to. They want you there, or thinking about traveling to. They want you there. They're more than willing to answer all of your questions. And do make sure you can do an on-campus visit. You want to make sure you're going to feel comfortable on that campus if you are choosing to go that route.
I know I'm not one of the presenters formally, but I always like to, if you think of the presenters, made me think of some tips. And in working with college students, there are so many great options: 4-year, 2-year, technical certificate programs, military. I mean, there's so many choices. So I definitely kind of echo what Gabe said. Your first choice, the first step for you, may not be your only step. So it could be all of these different options. It could be ands, that there's a first step for you and it leads you to that second step. And so you might start at one school in a community college and then able to transfer. You might start at a technical program and go to the military, go back to school later. So just know that these resources for Montana students, I'm so impressed. And, just keep in mind that there might be more than one step ahead for you that incorporates multiple options that you've learned about today. So keep that in mind too, because this is really incredible. All right, we got time for one more, and I think this is important. So we'll start with Zach. If anyone else wants to weigh in on it as well, just jump right in. But there's a lot of myths about the college admissions process, about post-secondary options, 4-year, 2-year, that people we know, kind of like what Beth was talking about. There's a lot of financial options out there too that people don't know about, so don't rule it out. So I'd love to know from Zach and anyone else, if there's a myth in the post-secondary options world that you'd like to debunk to help students, let's hear about that. Zach?
Yeah. So I know a lot of students think that just because their GPA is low, they can't get into schools. If you talk to the right people, if you work with the counselor and admissions counselor, they can definitely help you. If you're considering going to a certain college and feel like your GPA is not there, with Verto, we do help with that too. Being that you're starting your college experience with us, we can help you transfer into the school of your choice by helping boost your GPA in that semester or 2 while you're with us too. So that's another thing that Verto helps students with. And then wait lists. I think wait lists are there to kind of deter students sometimes from schools reaching capacity and things like that. I think wait lists, when students feel like they can't get into a school, they're not going to apply because there's such a long wait list, definitely still apply. Students drop out and you can definitely get in as well. And then with Verto, we also help with that, getting students direct guaranteed admission into our partner schools. So if it was a school, for example, like University of Oregon, which is a big one, students are like, there's a big wait list. So we can help you go a semester or 2 with Verto and kind of avoid that wait list and get you directly guaranteed admission after your time with Verto. So just some things, like that. And then like college is not affordable. That's also a big myth. A lot of programs, there's a lot of, scholarships, grants, different loans and things like that out there that you can apply for that can really help make college a lot more affordable. I see a lot of students coming to Verto and they use financial aid and loans, grants, and everything like that. And by the end of it, barely costs them much to go study abroad, which is awesome. So we just try to make it accessible to everyone too. That's what I think I could try to debunk there.
Amy or anyone else want to add anything?
Well, I think you did a fabulous, Zach. Thanks for sharing all that. I think you hit some really great myths. I guess I would just sum it up. Yes, that there are options available for every student. Don't ever be taken away from your dream thinking you can't do it. I go to college fairs every year and every fall and spring with students, and they walk in the door and I can't tell you how many students say to me, oh, this isn't right for me, or I can't do this. I don't know where you hear those myths, but it is an option for you. And there is an option out there for every student. And if you have a dream, we are here to help you. So don't give up on it.
Awesome. Anyone else? One more chance to weigh in before I do the formal wrap up.
I just want to say that when you look at admissions, you might say, oh, you know, this is Princeton. They have these type of students and I'm not, you know, I don't fit that look. I remember my daughter went to school and everything was white. And they said, we look at the students to bring the color to our programs. And what I'm trying to tell you is you bring your own unique color to the school. And that is really important to add your personality, your talents to this college that you're going to. And don't feel like you don't belong, because the world needs different thinkers. They need different people. And especially as we're changing the workforce, we need people to look differently. So when you're looking at admissions, think about bringing your color to the school.
Well, I don't know how we can end on a better note than those pieces of advice about a place for everyone and that you have value. But Beth, anything else you want to add, or you?
I was just going to say that I know that it can seem very overwhelming, especially if you're a first generation college student, which means maybe your parents haven't gone. It can be scary even if you're not first generation, because I can tell you from the time I went to college to when my kids did, it's changed a lot. It's actually got a lot easier. So don't be afraid to utilize your resources. Your counselors at your schools, that's what they're for, and they will connect you with the correct people that you need to be talking to, or any one of us that are sitting on this panel today are more than happy to. That's what our job is. Don't feel like you're putting us out.
So true, so true. All right, well, we have reached the end of our time together today. I just want to say thank you to every one of our panelists who's been here for all the different perspectives and information, the tips and advice that you have for Montana students, and the resources that you all provide. It's just amazing, and I hope students and families are really taking advantage of this. When you close your window, you're going to be directed to a very quick 5-question survey. We appreciate any feedback that you can provide. We hope you've enjoyed all of these different sessions for Montana students, and it is inspiring you to explore the opportunities that are next for you after high school. Don't forget, they all have been recorded, every session, and they'll be posted in the coming days at the same website where you signed up. strivescan.com/Montana virtual. So please check out the videos, watch some new ones, and learn about other programs and schools. Share this with family and friends as you all explore what's next in the adventures after high school. Thanks again for taking time out of your day, whether live or virtually watching later, and all the best to you and your family in the year to come. Good night.
Thanks so much.